Sweet. Edison Rhymemakers back for another one. We're going to talk about couplets, 4-bar theory, and quatrains. And some complicated names, stupid names, but we'll get to the easy explanation of what they are. So couplets are 2 bars that share the same rhyme scheme. That's what it is in poetry. That's what it is in rap as well. Okay, so an example of a couplet would be 2 bars together that share the same rhyme scheme, so not making tracks for the fashion industries. Most raps are on the backs of my napkins and receipts. So, me not making tracks for the fashion industries. Most raps are on the backs of my napkins and receipts. That's 2 bars counted out. And that's what a couplet is as long as they share the same rhyme scheme. Super simple, but all of rap is based around the premise that you have 2, 4, 8 bar sequences in order to get your points across. Quatrains are 4 bars that share the same rhyme scheme. So, for example, not making tracks for the fashion industries. Most raps are on the backs of my napkins and receipts. I put passion into beats, established into peace, because for me it's leaving scenery while traveling the streets. That's 4 bars of a section. That's called a quatrain, all sharing the same rhyme scheme. And as you can see, I got some multis in there. I even forgot to add in the fact that this is a multi in there as well, but passion into beats, established into peace. And that is where that one goes. Now we're going to talk about 4-bar theory real quick. But the idea is that 4 bars generally gets across your main idea. Okay, and if verses are pretty much 16 bars, you can have 4 sets of 4 bars to get across 4 different ideas, and then bam, you have a full 16-bar verse. Okay, also, choruses are made out of essentially 4 bars or 2 bars repeated over and over again. So 4-bar theory is almost like science or math when you look at hip-hop. That's just how it's structured. A lot of people will change it up and do 2-bar rhyme scheme, so a couplet, and then a quatrain, and then a couplet, and then mix it up that way, or do 8 bars of the same rhyme scheme, or even 16 bars of the same rhyme scheme, which we've seen before as well, and you can change it up that way. Now, the idea is that if you change up your rhyme scheme every 4 bars at least, then it's going to sound... You're going to change up the sound of the pattern, right? Because if you keep the same assonance the whole time for 16 bars, it can get quite boring to listen to. So if you change up the type of flow, and by changing up the rhyme scheme, you're always going to change up the flow, then that's going to create a little bit more contrast and depth of your tracks. That's essentially what this is. Hopefully that it was a quick understanding, but that's how you can structure your bars to make them, on the professional level. Edison, Rhymemakers.